So it can, so it can. Humble like color. Tell them no confusion. Pass for everybody. Done for every dime. Make them know see I want. So it can, so it can. No confusion. Hey, shut down hype over Trump. Love it, them when them get it up. I fool them all the time there.
Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, everyone. Why I must tell you now. Labour Party people look nice, you know. Look how no clean. Look how no clean and look nice. Eh? No, sir. Believe me, I was standing up over there and I was just looking at everyone coming in and I said, no, we're not nice. You see some other people I run up and down and believe me, they're not nice like we. They don't look good like we. But ladies and gentlemen, my Labour Party family, it is indeed a pleasure for us to be back here in Vaughansfield. Let me thank you all for taking time out to be here this evening with us. Team, Mr. Clark, Mr. Cook, and others for doing the journey in having these meetings. I must say to you, this is our 8th community meeting, and they are getting from strength to strength. They are getting better and better every day. But you who are here this evening, I thank you very much for taking the time to be here, to listen to your Member of Parliament. Your Member of Parliament will give you a report on my stewardship in this constituency since I was elected on the 3rd of September 2020. I will go through the things that we have achieved, the things that are in progress, and the things that are to come. And I'm sure that at the end of my presentation to you tonight, then if it is not Homer, who else can it be? If it's not Homer, who else? I deliver to the people of St. James Southern. I delivered quietly, but very effectively. Persons are saying, but we just hear you. I said, because of what I am doing. I'm a strategist. I do things and I peak at the right time. But we don't peak yet. We are doing our community meetings. We are doing our groundswell. So when we shall have met later on this year with our constituency conference, my biggest challenge now is, where must I have that constituency conference? Because when Niagara start rolling, Garland start rolling, Flamstead start rolling, Maroon Town, Tangle River, Flagstaff. I talk about down about them, this one. When them people from Catadouppa, Stonehenge, Retrieve, Cambridge start rolling, I talk about because that and them place there. You know, go good. So what I'm saying to you, your party is very active in this constituency. Some persons are moving up and down, and You notice I don't bring anybody come. Every man and woman you see here tonight, them have a vote in a South St. James. I can call an election now and say make a vote. They will bring some people and they even have vote at Jamaica. They come from all about. They have a little thing yesterday and they were up and about the place. But as much as they were up and about the place, nobody saw them. Nobody saw them. Because they just did not have no substance. They didn't have anything to tell the people. As a matter of fact, I will just say some of the things that they have said. I will just say some of the things that they have said. They say I'm no fool. They say I'm no fool. Because I'm going to make a mistake in 2020. Tell them that you are prepared to make that same mistake again. Tell them that that is a mistake that you are prepared to make again. Them say, when them a grow up, them a carry water upon their head. And 30 years time them go back there and people a carry water upon them head same way. So I want to ask them, who was there? Who was there? And a woman did that. And a woman was there. They knew who was there. But I will make a difference. As a matter of fact, me your sister, she brought in reinforcement and a war. And me say so. And them say so. So me want to know when the people of South St. James is about war. We are about the people's business. We are not about to divide the people. We are about to carry the people to prosperity. We are about representing the people. We are not about dropping pipe and take up back pipe after election and say it's the wrong pipe. We are not doing that. You have a government led by Andrew Michael Holness. Who cares? He's a prime minister that cares. He manages a government that cares. He has a set of ministers that cares. He has a set of members of parliament that cares. And let me tell you, as I said earlier today, as members of parliament, whether you're PNP or you're JP, everybody get the same benefit. You never hear no member of parliament a cry. Say, boy, we only get 50 tanks and the JLP MP get 150 tanks. All the members of parliament, the 63 of us, whether you name Mark Golden, you name Andrew Holness, you name Julian Robinson, or you name Horace Cham, or you name Homer Davis, all of us were allocated to our constituency 150 tanks. We care. Labor right alone, we drink water. Argument. You, my lovely labor rights, sometimes you get carried away because there was an argument couple, and I still think it's still around, why the MP now give the councillor no money to spend. What can go so? No MP no give councillor money to spend. Just because them Simsa Cook used to fix all the road, do all the things. Them think that's how you go. Now them say they want to turn councillor and they want to do what them to do. But let me tell you, each councillor each councillor that sits in the St. James Parish Council monthly allowance for their division. They each get a minimum of $800,000 per month. And that is not a part of their salary. The councillors get $5.6 million a year for their salary. So don't let them come and tell you that because the MP not give me no money, the drain can't clean. Or because the MP not give me no money, we can't do the debushing. Nothing like that, ladies and gentlemen. We all got our allocation assigned to our division. So when they come with that rubbish and tell you that the MP not give them no money, that's foolishness. And I think I can speak because I've lived it and I've experienced it. I was a councillor under Derek Kelly for 13 years. 13 years. And they couldn't manage me. They could never manage me over and trouble. How long they can't manage me over there? So make we understand that. I know me are the councillor, but they can't manage me over there. So make we understand that. I hear them run up and down, but we're not saying nothing to them yet. We're not ready to treat with them. I want to tell you something. I hear somebody say, there's a mighty wind rushing. I want to tell you, says a Davis wind rushing. And when that wind pick him up, not even the Caribbean Sea will stop him. Right? She don't hear the wind yet. She don't hear the wind yet. A mighty wind rushing. Tell us that Davis a come. If you think Gilbert was anything, you make a sad mistake. Right? I will blow him across the Caribbean Sea. Because she can never dethrone me in this constituency. So let me understand that. This is a game of performance. Someone who has been working with you. I have given of myself, I've given of my best, and I will continue and give of myself to you, the people of St. James Southern. I don't fear no one. I don't fear no one. Because I know I have done the work and I will be rewarded by you and the people of this constituency. So let me delve into some of my achievements. I know Mr. Clark has spoken about the various service that can be accessed through the Office of the Member of Parliament, the Farmer Program, the Hotel Overseas Work Program, the Social Pension Program, and the Art NSTA Trust Program. As a matter of fact, they've asked me to announce it. I've not heard Mr. Clark mention it, but tomorrow, Mr. Clark, at Maroon Town Community Center, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security will be there, and they will be offering a number of services there, a number of government service. I know the public health will be there, I know RADA will be there, I know RGD will be there. That's a person who might need a birth certificate, might need some information. But these seminars that is usually conducted by these government agencies, it is non-political. So you can go there I know when some people hear Maroon Town Community Center, say, chop me now go there, but it is service that is there being provided by your government. Mr. Clark mentioned a while ago, this government cares. Minister Pernell Charles spoke in the budget on Tuesday in his sectoral debate. And a lot of things are going to come. A lot of things coming. We're looking for 50,000 people. And I want at least 1,000 out of the constituency. And I put on up on the alert now. Each of you are going to get a compassionate grant of $20,000. Your government going to give you that. So if you are like a hairdresser, need a little assistance, you run a little shop and need a little assistance, but we will get the information to you and we will be on the ground. So make sure that you have the information. So watch the group. We'll be sending out the information soon. I mean, I want to know, put everybody in a one yard. Make sure you spread the love. Because without that, we're not going to be strong. And you can only be strong and get stronger when we run an inclusive organization. So let us understand that. But you will be told more about that. I know there are some increase in the pension payment, and there are many other increases. Well, let me tell you, there are several programs that are available at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. There are a lot of grants you can get there. Person who does dressmaking, person who does carpentry, person who does plumbing, who needs a piece of tool, who needs something, you can go down there. You can go down there and tell them what you do. Persons are going there and accessing these things. And I tell you, you must not be afraid. You must not be afraid to go down and access these things. And you must not say, boy, appear them the people that did it so. If we're going to say that, then they will always be in that position. So don't be afraid. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security, they have a lot of benefits down there. Utilize it. It is there for you, the people. Water is a major problem in South St. James. And not only Maroon Town, not only section of Tango River, not only Garlands, not only Moko, but if you go on the other side, Anchovy have a major water problem. Rompton has no water. Lawson has no water. Section of Mafuta has no water. So it's a big problem. But let me tell you what has happened over the years. Over the years, because of a lack of political representation, most of these systems were allowed. That's a cat. You know, when you talk the truth, the cat running out. But if it's one of them that, I'm not sure. But these systems are allowed to deteriorate so badly that to get them up to fit into the growth of the population, it is taking our. Today, I did a tour for water source in the constituency. We went to Spring Garden first, then we went to Bottom and Top Roper, and then we went over to Lapland, that's over in Chattanooga. I can tell you, Spring Garden is coming on quite nicely, and I'm hoping that in short order, the areas that were without water for 25, 30 years will start getting water again. Cottage Road will start getting water. Byland Road will start getting water. Kensington Road will start getting water. Tuller Road is now getting some water. So we are doing what is necessary or what is a right to the people. Water is not a privilege, it is a right. And so we are making sure that the systems that are there that were in disrepair or were inadequate in terms of its pumping capacity or in terms of its storage capacity, we are improving on the storage capacity. We are improving on the pumping capacity. And we are improving on the generating capacity because we are building a solar system around in Spring Garden that the pump will be generated by solar energy. So we are planning. And we are not planning because an election is imminent. We are planning for the future. We are planning for the people. In this day and age, we have to make sure that our people are equipped with the necessary amenities that they can be more productive. Because you can imagine if before you go to work or go to school in the morning, you have to go down to the spring to fetch a pail of water, to come back. It will take you 5 or 10 minutes to have a shower. And you're going to work. You come from work in the evening, you turn on your pipe. You get a shower, you go look out to dinner, you go on your bed. So a part of my focus is to make sure that these basic amenities are available to you. So Spring Garden is way ahead. We came into Roper, both Top and Bottom Roper, and based on correspondence that was sent to me, they will be putting those projects out for tendering, meaning that they will be seeking qualified contractors to execute the work. But it will be done in 2 phases. Why? Because of the magnitude of money. Because when I look at it, it's $522 million that will be spent over 2 budget years. When that is through, Garland will have no more water problem. Moko will have no more water problem. Flamstead will have no more water problem. All the way down to Maroon Town will have no more water problem. Tangle River, beyond Cooper Road, will have no water problem. Summer Hill won't have any water problem. Malden won't have any more water problem. But it will take time, ladies and gentlemen. It will take time. These things will take time. So sometimes I hear some people, please, your member of parliament is working. As a matter of fact, an MP looked at me in parliament on Tuesday and said, tell me something. How you want to get so much money to spend on water? I said, listen, The car did broke down. Me get one broke down car. Me get one broke down constituency. Me never had no road, me never had no water. And so the Prime Minister said, listen, let us give Southern St. James what they are rightfully deserving of. Every time I pass down by Pumpkin, and I see the amount of people, the amount of vehicle down there, to be honest, sometimes I just run my head straight. Honestly to God, I don't like to see it. Maroon Town should have been better treated after 31 years and 7 months. After 40 years with a councillor. Maroon Town should have been better treated. But there's a saying that where there's no vision, the people will perish. So you can rest assured that under my leadership, your member of parliament, you will see water back again in your pipes and in your communities and in your homes. Because it is a right. It's not a privilege. And you must enjoy that right. We leave from here and we went over into Lapland. That's over in Catadupa. And we're doing a system over there which is about 99% complete. We'll be having an official commissioning on the 4th of June. The minister with responsibility for water, Minister Matthew Samuda, will be coming down to officially. So we are doing things as it relates to water. And a massive one in your constituency. The Shetland, Mount Pelier, and Anchovy water supply. The running of the pipes are about 75% complete. On completion of that system, some 7,000 people will be seeing an improvement, and some persons will be seeing water for the first time in their homes. That work is ongoing. If you drive along the Mount Pelier Anchovy Main Road, you will see the excavation and the laying of the pipes taking place. When that is complete, communities like Yorkbush, Carey Village, Mount Carey, Top Hill, Long Corner, Rentland, Red Ground, Mall Road, Roehampton, Lawson, will see water once again in their pipes. But you know something? When Suchman was here, you know, when he came in 89, you know, most of those areas had water. Most of those areas had water. And when he left, they were without water. I speak about Spring Garden. Endeavour water supply system that is over in Hampton. I remember November 2023, he wasn't member of parliament then, he was senator, but he has responsibility for water. We toured that area and we even came down to Bottom Roper here, and he gave instructions that let us start the work to see how we can rehabilitate the system. When they started, NWC gave us a 6-month timeline. But when they started the project, they realized that to effect the repairs and to do the replacement will take a much, much longer time. I spoke to the president of NWC, and the project has gone over $100 million. But you know what will happen when that system is completed? I don't know if anybody is here from Springfield. Springfield will start getting water again. Barnet Bush will start getting water again. Section of Kensington will start getting water again. Byland will start getting water again. Hampton will start getting a more reliable water. Mount Horeb will get in a more reliable water. Mafuta will get water. So make we understand. I as your member of parliament, I say it every day. Nobody have to tell me what is needed in South St. James. I have been here a mighty long time. Mighty long time. I have been here with you from Mr. Donaldson's days. We didn't make it. We fought very hard. I took up the mantle in 2011. We put up a very good fight. We weren't successful. In 2016 again we fought. We came close. We weren't successful. But I did not run away from you. I didn't run away from you because I knew that the people of St. James Southern needs a quality representation. And so I stuck to the task. I stuck to the task. And in 2020, you said, Mr. Davis, said, your time. That was when my time come, and your time come, and our time will come again. So when people going around and say, when we make a fool mistake, she's making a fool of ourselves. She calling you technically a fool. But tell them that you are prepared to be fooled again. So let us reflect on where we were then and where we are now. At least you see something happening. Rome wasn't built in a day. It will take time to achieve some of what is needed to make your life better off. We talk about roads. We have been doing more than our fair share of roads. But all the roads can't be fixed at the same time. But if you look at roads, we have done more road patching in this constituency more than any other time. I'm not saying all the roads are perfect. We still have one and two little bad spots. And I can assure you that by Christmas we will have less bad spots. And it's not only your section of road. There are roads on the other side. Marchman to Stonehenge, most of it is all right. Marchman to Catadupa, yes, there are a few more spots there to be taken out. Springfield to Mount Horeb, fairly decent. Mount Horeb to Mafuta to Roehampton to Anchovy, fairly decent. The Lita Road is in very good condition. We have been focusing on some community roads. During the month of December into January, we did roads in Rentland. We did roads around in Mars, Roehampton. We did roads in Kerr Village. We have been doing so many roads. Currently we are doing roads in Byland. Past some you look up, you see tractor work. If you look at Barry Road, you see work done. If you look down at Cottage Road, you see round to the back, we do some road. And by next week or the other week, we will finish Spring Garden Road and Tullow Castle Road. If you're going to Maroon Town, you will see the road from Maroon Town to Shaw Castle being repaired. And a patch we are patch that. We are repaired from start to round about the Barber Green. We are put on that. If you're going to Cambridge, Brissett Road has started. I was there yesterday. And let me tell you, you not hear nothing yet. You not see nothing yet. Because when they left Brissett Road, we are going over Horse Guard, from Garland Square round to Red Dirt. I don't know how far we can go, but we have to do peace. And we mustn't be ungrateful. Because if the road is a mile long and we do half mile or quarter mile, the next phase will come again. And when we leave from there, we have brothers retreat to focus on too. A man said to me, said, "Well, Mr. Dean, up your PNP live around us." I said, "No, Mr. Shakes live around the too." And it's not true. A lot of our people live around there. And you know something? The farmers are around there too. And if you're going to Niagara, that is the one that I really want to get started. I'm only hoping that I'm able to get it started in this financial year. That's a school road from Niagara Primary School that goes right around and come back around to the Adventist Church around by Mr. Jones there. It's a horseshoe. That is a commitment under the government Spark program. We have the whole Jackson Road right down here. That one will be done. And we're not going to do peace and let peace. We're going to do everything. Malden Road will be done. We're not going to do peace and let peace. So these are things that are in the making, in a pipeline. Under the government Spark program, this constituency has been allocated some $335 million to deal with those 10 roads. So make me understand that. You remember Parliament is working. You remember Parliament is representing you. And I will continue to represent you because I know you want to see me much, much longer. So I am not worried. I am doing my thing the best way. And you see, we have in these little meetings. You see, we have in these little meetings where we sit down and we reason with the people. You can have a better understanding. So when you go up on the corners and you see them, other people that talk foolishness, you can give them the argument. Because as I have always said, in modern days with technology, you can fact check everything that I'm saying to you. I will not fool you. I will not mislead you. I am not of that ilk. And I prefer to tell you the truth. Even if the truth hurts. But I must tell you the truth. And everything that I'm saying to you tonight is the truth. Because I mean you well. I need the best for you, the people of St. James Southern. So I don't take your endorsement lightly. I don't take it for granted. When you come out and you cast your vote, as your candidate and the Jamaica Labour Party, I protect it dearly. So don't worry, think that I am here because I want to build a profile. I already have a profile. Homer Davis already have a profile. So I'm not here to build a resume. I'm here to serve you, the people of this constituency. And you can rely on me. Today we have been on the road making sure that a number of persons who have applied for assistance has gotten the assistance today. And next week we will be out again. And I want to say to you, I know from time to time requests are made, but it has to go through the government's process, because you are a part of a government that believes in transparency. You are a part of a government that want to get things done in the right and proper way. We are not about scandal. We are not about hanky-panky. We are not about overrun. So let us understand that this government goes the extra mile. And let me tell you something. I just want to say this to you. Your government cares for us in St. James. Your government cares for us in St. James. And so we must care for our government from St. James. Yeah. We have one of the most beautiful parks that you can find anywhere in the Caribbean, Harmony Beach Park. I will encourage you to go down there and enjoy it. It's yours. I remember when it was being built, persons were contemplating of charging. The Prime Minister says no charge. It is yours. No charge. No charge. I said, when I passed there Mother's Day, and when I look over the park, I felt so proud as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party to know that my party has built this park for the benefit of the people. When you look, mothers, children, fathers, they carry them towel and them carry them food and them just enjoying themselves. We have built one of the most modern fire stations in the Caribbean. We have been building more hotels than you can think of. We have been building one of the most modern roads you can find anywhere. The Montego Bay Perimeter Road, Long Hill Bypass. So let us understand. Probably after a while, when some of you go down a Montego Bay, you have to walk with map. Because some of them not going to last. Right? So your government cares about your parish, and your government expects you to make sure that your parish is there for them. So let me say that your member of parliament has been out there. Somebody said to me, where you get so much energy from? I said, sure it's not from the PNP. The labor right energy may have. Right? It's labor right energy I have. We have our education program that we held very dearly in this constituency. On a yearly basis, we looked at the top achievers in the paper examination, and I'm sure that a number of you are here and can testify that either your child or your niece or your nephew have benefited from this High Achievers Award function. And we're not going to stop there. We look at others in making sure that whatever little assistance we can reach out to them with, in terms of book voucher, in terms of bags and books, we're always reaching out to some persons. We can't reach out to everybody, please, but we are reaching out to a lot of persons. So let us know that your member of parliament cares. And as long as you keep me here, I will be the same. I will be the same yesterday, today, and as long as you have me. So make we keep that on the forefront. Right? We have some agriculture road to start sometime this year. Minister Green has committed to have repaired a section of the Horse Guard Road that is run to the back. He has agreed to a road up in Lapland, agriculture road, that is to come. He will be making the announcement when he speaks in the budget later on this year. As it relates to our tuition assistance, young persons who are attending university, whether they go to UWI, whether they go to UTEC, whether they go to NCU, whether they go to SAMSHA, or they might go to some other institution, come college, etc. We have been reaching out to at least 60 or 70 of them every year. Some of them are repeaters. So we have been doing, persons keep asking me, tell me something. I remember once a lady asked me to assist, and she came to me with tears in her eyes. She said to me, Mr. Davis, I vote PNP all the days of my life. And I did not know that these things exist. When it comes to government resources, this member of parliament, when it comes to education, this member of parliament, reach out. We don't ask you. I must be very honest to you. We don't ask you. You want to go your way? You can see if we can get a little assistance. You must have a conscience to know that we run a very effective farmer program. 50% of the persons who we recommend normally get through. Because what? We make sure that in our pre-interview with them, we make sure if they are weak in certain areas, we encourage them what to do. You must know, if you're a banana farmer, you must can identify at least 3 different types of banana. If you're a pineapple farmer, you must kind of identify the different type of pineapple. If you say you're an orange farmer, you must can identify the different type of oranges. Because these are questions that they ask you. I remember earlier in my time as a member of parliament, we sent some people on the farmer program, and they went to the interview, and they asked one man to spell pepper, and him say if it's the ripe one or the green one. Oh, we're laughing about, to show you. So when we realized that, we said, no, we're not going to expose our people to that. So what we do when you send in the application, we know the ministry normally call us like twice per year and request 50 names at a time. So what we do, we set up some little centers where we call the persons and then come and say, we get some information from them. We carry them through the system. And if there are things that we think that they are weak on, as a matter of fact, we normally print some questions and print some words and say to them, go and go study these. Study the various type of fertilizer and what it is used for. Study the different type of lettuce. Study the different type of tomato. Study how long they take to come in. Because someone say a farmer, Them said them a farmer, when you ask them how long a banana take, they said 2 years, sir. They said, what's that? I must be a mule banana, that. Yeah? 2 years. Right? So we try to help our people. And that is something that we enjoy doing. Because we have a lot of persons up here who are going on the farmer program. But you know something, I don't know if they don't like to say it to people, but they will go on the farmer program, you know, and not even me know, you know. Sometimes I went a man say, well, Mr. Dean, I know so the boy gone for a farmer. I say, what? I know even call me and tell me. But, you know, I feel very happy when I can give people an opportunity. Very happy when I can give persons opportunity to go away, work on a farmer program, build themselves, build their families. I have persons over in Mahogany that has been going on the farmer for about 13 years now. I have persons going for 10 years. Because as long as when you go, you conduct yourself, you do your work and things, you will continue to go. And what I do know is that if you're working on a farm and the farm manager approves of your work, trust me, every year they request you and them can't send me. They request you unless you're dead. Right? So let us understand that we have to do these things to benefit and empower our people. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a wonderful night. And it's a night that I want to hear from you. Because I need to hear from you. Because this is why we have the meeting of this nature. It is an interactive meeting. So questions can be posed. Any question is a stupid question. I have never pretended to know everything. But when I reason with you, I want to know that you understand what I'm saying. So if there are any areas that I did not touch, because if I was to touch all the areas tonight, I would be here until 9 o'clock talking. And if you notice that my throat start burning me. So I will now ask Mr. Cook to come and have this section of our community meeting moderate. Mr. Cook, he's coming? Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Member of Parliament for at least coming here and explaining to you and telling you what is in store for the various communities. At this time, I know we have to go to question and answer. You have, I know you have a number of questions that you would like to ask the Member of Parliament, so the floor is now open for your various questions. You can just raise your hand and I'll bring the microphone to you and you can ask your question. Various questions. Yes. Pardon me? If you're too old for the trailer, I'm not sure of the age limit. You can ask Mr. Clark. He's right next to you. All right? Any other question? No, let me tell you. The fact that the Member of Parliament is here gives you an opportunity to ask your various questions. So come on. Are there any questions? Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Miss Bev. Oh, Miss Bev wanted to find out a little more about water, Mr. Davis, for for the Maroon Town Tango River water system. I'm sure you said earlier that the project is out and it's now a tender.
Yes, yes, the scope of work have already been established. And so government operates like this. They have a project to be done. For example, this water project. They have to publish it in the various newspapers, seeking qualified contractors to do the work. Then that goes out and the contractors will pick up their bid document, and based on the scope of work, they will fill out the bid document, put in the pricing, and then put it back in the tender box. Then when it comes back in now, then they will have to assess what you have put in there. And then at the end of that now, they look for the bidder with the lowest bid. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean that the lowest bidder will be the one that qualifies. Because before you reach that, and this is something that you should know, before you reach that, they have their engineers that does the costing. So if they do a costing for 200 million, and you would come and put 100 million, that is unrealistic. They can't do a costing for 200 million and you come and put in a bid for 100 million. That would be disaster. So they expect you to come in anything no more than 15-20% or below or above for it to be competitive, because it is what is called a competitive tender. So sometimes these things, mommy, can take up to 9 to 12 to 15 months. And this is why you hear people speak over and over, calling the program, and you would hear that, boy, the thing is at procurement. It was advertised, it come back in, the contractor get it, they have been awarded the contract, but before the contract can start the work, certain things have to happen. Because I said recently that the Shah Castle Road should have started sometime last year, but it could not have started because the contractor has to get certain documents in place. They have to insure the project. As a matter of fact, NWA fill out a document and they have to state how far the clinic is from the construction site, how far the nearest police station is from the construction site. Because you don't want somebody on the construction site, something should happen to them and there is that clinic nearby. So a lot of these things, the contractor have to have an insurance on the site. So if you're working on the site and you should get hurt, then you are covered. So sometimes it is not as all would have liked it, but it is to protect all of us. Right? It is to protect all of us. As soon as I have further update, you will know. Because as I said, my representation, there's no secret about it. Absolutely no secret. I'm prepared to come and sit with you and tell you the truth. As I get it, the whole truth. As I get it, and nothing but the truth as I get it. Right? So understand that we are partners. You are the reason why I am here. I am here to give of you my best, to represent you in your best interest. I did not speak about the burial, but we had burial last year, July. And a number of persons who suffered damage received benefit. A number of persons, I have handed out envelopes with checks to them farmers has gotten benefit. I wish I could do more, but a number of farmers have gotten fertilizer. So your member of parliament cares. I can tell you, we will be doing a special program for the farmers. When that is happening or will be taking place or will take place, you will all know. We will meet somewhere and we will make sure that every farmer who has. So let us be mindful that you have a member of parliament that understands the issue. I've always boasted about South St. James. We are the breadbasket of the parish. We produce more banana. We produce more pineapple. We produce more dasheen. We produce the most vegetable in the parish from this constituency. Whether we produce lettuce from Tangle River, lettuce from Horsguard, lettuce from Richmond Hill, lettuce from Mafuta. So we produce all these things. Pak chow, well, that is all over the place. Right? Cabbage, callaloo, all these things. So we are indeed, because I visit the market, you know. So when I visit the market, I see my people from St. James Southern down there. And I normally just buy from them. I don't negotiate with my farmers, you know. Right? I don't negotiate with my farmers. How much a pound per yam? 250, give me 2 pounds. How much a pound per cabbage? 250, give me 3 pounds. Because listen, I can tell you, I am from a farming community. And I know it's not an easy job. It is not an easy job. So I respect every farmer. So when you have your produce, I will pay the price for your produce. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Member of Parliament. And I'm sure he will remind you too that that same water project that some pipes were purchased some years ago for the Maroon Town, Vaughansfield, Tango River water system. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, there's a question over here.
Good night, everyone. What I would like to ask the MP, about 3 persons, young and ageable, asked me about the Jamal School in Moko. They said they would like to know if they can open a school where you have some people who can't read, you have some cannot write. And they said they wouldn't mind if Mr. Davis come and start it. They would be willing to attend.
All right. Very good. And I'm sure the Member of Parliament will consider. Yes, he's making notes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that question. Yes, it's something that I'm very much interested in. But let me tell you, I tried to do it over in Antioquia. But for some reason or another, I don't know if it's pride or what, but if you find a willing person, then we can get a part-time teacher to teach them. Moko Community Center would be an ideal area in my opinion. I would even have to go so far. We can borrow the classroom at least once or twice per week. And that is what we have done with persons who applied for the farmer program, who can't read so well. We always encourage them to go back. We have a lot of persons who teach on the back veranda, but it is very important because it is I think one of the, I would say one of the greatest obstacle to mankind is when you're not able to can read and write somewhat. Greatest obstacle. I've seen a lot of willing persons misses a lot of opportunities because they can't read and write. And so yes, that is something that we can look at. And I know we have many teachers who will volunteer at least 2 hours per week to teach some of these persons. And let me tell you, the older you get, you tend to learn easier. You learn much easier. So I would say, thank you very much for that suggestion. And I take note of it. So I will endeavor to see how best we can do something. So if you have 4, 5, 6 persons, I can get a teacher to probably be with them probably 2 or 3 hours per week, 2 evenings per week. I could, assist, or I could underwrite that cost. We could do it, via our education allocation. So that is something that can be done. All right? Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I have about 3 questions. It has to do with pension, social pension. How soon will we get the increase? Who are those? Tell us those who are qualified for pensions, because a lot of people don't know that they can get it. They don't think they are qualified. And how long should one work in order to get the pension?
All right, that's quite a loaded question. All right, the government has, since about 2021, 2022, has developed a social pension program. Social pension program. To be qualified for that, you have to be 75 years and older. You must have a birth certificate and a TRN number. What I can say, there are a lot of persons who are above 75 years, but they don't have a birth certificate. They don't have a birth certificate. I know the minister and the government is struggling to say how can they reach persons like those who are 75 years and older. So it is something I think I know they are thinking about, because trust me, 75 years ago, registration of, they register, but sometimes some of these people, they were registered, at the registrar of birth and death, but they don't have the actual birth paper or birth certificate. So some of them, these are things that we need to look at, Persons who are not in position, it's best that they start early. It will take a little time, but sometimes you will be surprised to know that they were registered, but nobody followed. But when you go down to RGD, as a matter of fact, they will be at Maroon Town tomorrow also. So when you go by RGD, they will, sometimes the information that you are seeking is very much there. So I would say that those of you who have family members who are 70 and growing up and don't have a birth certificate, probably now is the time that you need to encourage them. Because sometimes some of them is old, some of them can't read and write so good. So sometimes somebody have to carry them through the process. I know there's a program. There's a program being done by the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. It's called Birthright, where they will assist you in getting a birth certificate. We have done it for quite a number of persons in the constituency. But there has to be a willing family member to be able to can assist in getting the information that is needed. So if you know of anyone who are in that position, let us start the process now. Because it will be difficult for them to get the social pension. And the social pension, the people who are qualified for that is persons who have never worked. So they don't have any means of getting any assistance through government. So the government has developed what is called a social pension. And I think there are about 15,000 elderly persons now who are on that list, who are getting benefit, I think is bi-monthly. But at least they get something that at least they can do something. And no persons who are on PATH program, because the PATH program, the PATH benefit was a little bit lower, so they just bring everything up. So both those who were on PATH and who are on the social pension now is getting the same amount of money. Right? So I think this is something that we probably need to do, Mr. Cook, but we have to do this in the various communities to see how we can, because let me tell you, we have so many people out there who don't really have a birth certificate, you know. They don't have a birth certificate. So that is something that we need to make a serious effort to see how best we can assist persons to get their birth certificate.
Thank you very much again, and let me thank the Member of Parliament and thank you all for coming out. We're going to have the national anthem, and after which I'm still going to ask that you just remain seated for another 5 minutes. But we're going to close out with the national anthem, and then, I just ask that you remain seated, just remain where you are for about 5 minutes. So we stand for the national anthem, and after which I ask you just to remain where you are. Oh, there's one other quick question.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Respect to the Member of Parliament. I just want to ask one question. There's a road, bottom roper, where the water pump is. That's where you visited yesterday, right? Since the hurricane last year, there's a lot of breakaway. Dangerously, and I think you're supposed to saw a couple of them. Who is responsible for that road to be fixed? And there's a lot of leak from the Water Commission on that road as well. Those are my two personal questions.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, there are two very, very important questions. I had visited that area, I think it was after the hurricane, no? That most of those slippage has taken place. I rather is fully aware of those. I can't tell you if they have done the estimate, because one of them, they really have to get a wall built, just as the left and go out on the right hand side. I will take up that matter again, so I'll find out from them how far that has reached. as it relates to the leaking pipes. That is a problem we have with Water Commission. I don't know. We report these things every time, right? But I will report it again. So I know there's a leak, someone told me about it. It's right at the front of bottom roper. I don't know if that is one of the leaks you're talking about. Inside. Right, that one. All right, well, I spoke to the maintenance manager about it already. I will remind him again about it. Because it don't make any sense, because the pump is working now, you know. Because when I went there yesterday, I saw the serviceman who normally come and service, and the pump was working. As a matter of fact, the tank was full to capacity, right? And it's a shame for the water to be leaving the tank and going to waste, right? So I will take up those two matters for you, sir. All right, sir? Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we just ask you to stand where you are, so that attention for the national anthem. We begin after 3. National anthem. All right, just remain where you are. I'm just asking you to be seated. I'm going to say this. We to bless this Jamaica land we love. Thank you all. Alton, please. All right. I was hoping to see some.
Let us vote for better Jamaica. In this
Check with Desmond.
let us vote for the party.
I thought we had more there, Desmond. Yes. Please. And let me, yes, you can just help us to serve the persons right here. Right. So we have enough for person. So at 1 drink per person, so we have Malta, we have a Heineken here and Trump.